and then you go to advanced settings, and then you go down like all the way down, and it'll say text to speech. I think it only works with a camera.
Yeah, I don't have my camera turned on.
Oh,
I've had
it
my
still works with a. It still works with your camera off. Just go down to the thing where it says once you start broadcasting, it'll say go down to the go like all the way down, go to the advanced settings, and then go all the way down, and it'll say message. It'll say the second to last one will say message to spectators, or it'll say text to speech, and put text to speech on. But I think you have to go into your settings on your PlayStation home screen to do it.
yeah.
Because that's what I had to. That's what I had to do.
Okay, so I'm on my stream if you want to join. By the way, my game should load in here in a sec. Get a
What
load.
is it? The same as your YouTube name?
You should yeah you should just look underneath my account and it should show I'm broadcasting.
Well, that the stream doesn't stop. I can watch it on. I can watch it on my phone. My phone's like right beside me. I think.
Oh yeah, my AC Cobra's in here. Let's bring you back. That's my stepdad's favorite car is the AC Cobra.
I'm, oh,
I gotta repaint my car now because I had to put a new hood on it because it had the Hemi in it, and I found that the supercharger has more power because it has more parts to make aftermarket. So I'm really bummed out. Where is my? Not there. Not there. Yeah, 2519. That's how much horsepower this car has. Let me know when you're on the stream and you get to see it.
well, I have to put in your name. Oh wait.
It's cool to see one of my old friends joined again. I haven't seen them in a while. That's why I like streaming. It's nice. I've been doing my channel I think for almost 4 years now. Here, I'm gonna share my broadcast to you. Do you have the app on your phone, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just share on the PS here. I'll just share it to you. I actually have the live stream I'm doing, and there we go.
No wait. It's actually Captain Wolf. Well, the
Yeah.
links don't work sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's what my
I was
account used to
putting
be.
in. I was putting in your actual name. I didn't know it was
Oh,
Captain Wolf.
yeah. So my original PS account was Captain Wolf. I forgot. I had to change it. Original one got deleted by accident. I made a mistake and deleted it. I didn't read carefully enough. So I need Melon Loader for the mods for PS4. Mel. I don't want to spell the Melon Loader. This is what it says for I can do for mods for this game.
No wait. There's only one Captain Wolf on there.
Yeah, I'm
It's
rare.
the one with. It's the one with 248.
Yep, that's me.
You spelled snow and wrong. You put snowers.
I don't care.
You know,
Okay, well, how do I download this? Download. Downloading melon loader. Cool. I have X64, don't I? Yeah. On my on this. Let me know when you're on. Okay,
Right.
is it open? I don't know. Download installer here. Okay.
Installer.
Open file.
There's only one watching me. I think that's me.
I don't. It's 10 seconds delayed, so can you see the stream?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll show you the car. As you can see, I'm staring at it, but the engine doesn't really look. As you can see, the tires are very wide. If you noticed,
Yeah, those are like 25, I think. Oh, those are 22s.
the engine looks like obviously the V8 engine that you'd find in a car. There's no other swap options, but look at the horsepower rating and look at the tuning rating.
What? That's 500, 500. 7,000. Geez, that's a lot of power.
Right? But look at the tuning percent.
What, 145, 57? Is that how many? That's how many performance parts you put on it.
I'll show you. So when you look, if you notice when I'm looking at the engine, notice how my parts have 3 stars. The whole engine.
Yeah.
The ECU chip is 3 stars. This thing is cranking so much power. Right now, she sells for almost $500,000. She's pretty close to $500,000. Isn't that insane?
What, 580 or 408? Well, so,
$496,000.
oh, I'm looking at the profit. It says 496.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 496, 255.
This car sells for. Hold on, I gotta find it again. I have it written down here somewhere. This car sells for $449,000 and is normally, when it's done. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it sells for $437,000, but it usually has 2197 horsepower. Well, why does this car say this? There's one car that says it's worth way more. That can't be right. I don't know. But yeah, isn't that impressive? And then I'll show you my collection of engines. And you could see how much stress I did because all these old school engines, so I don't have to keep building them. Notice, you'll see I have all the transmissions for the supercharger and for the Hemi. You know, you have the OHV and the OHVF. I got the two are the 426s here, and then yeah,
Those are all gearboxes, I think.
Yep, you'll see.
Those are
Yeah,
all performance gearboxes.
yeah, gearboxes are called transmissions. Just as you watch, you'll see all the engines I had to build. They're all aftermarket, every single one. That took more time than I want to admit. That's what point I got to. I have to repaint my car now. I built this
Yeah,
car
because
from
you have to run that Turvy Paint 60 cars.
Say again?
You have to run that Turvy Paint 60 cars. And you have to sell 100 cars, but I think I only sold like 50.
I'm pretty sure I'm already there. The
You have
car
to
that
paint 60. You have to paint 60 cars.
already did that a long time ago.
Then you have to beat a lap with under a minute 40
Did
or
that.
something.
Actually,
I haven't done.
I'll show
I
you.
haven't done that.
I will show you what car I did that with, actually. You will be surprised. What type of car do you think I took to beat that?
Probably a Mustang.
Nope.
The fastest one you have?
That thing doesn't turn. Have you seen the wheels? That thing doesn't turn.
Oh wait, the Mustang doesn't. The Mustang doesn't even turn at all.
No. My fastest car doesn't turn.
Oh,
This. This is the car that I beat the No, that's not it. This is the rusty version. That's not the version I wanted. Where's mine? Did I put it somewhere and forgot about it? Probably.
you have to put the cars in parking. That's why you have too many of them.
I have too many.
Or you could go to the thing and swap it.
Oh, there it is. This. Nope, this isn't even it either. How many Mark IVs do I have? This is a nice one. 1,000 horsepower. Yeah, that's a nice one. We will put you back, I guess. You're not the one I wanted. There's one that I have that's better. Where is it? How many Mark IVs do I have? Too many apparently. Uh did I accidentally did I sell mine by accident? No, wait, I have one outside, so that means one of these two. That is 1028, 1028. Okay, well that doesn't help. Oh, it should be you, the drag build. Ah, there it is. I have to watch it. This is the one that I beat the fast time with. This is her right
What?
here. Chevy Impala drag build. This is what I beat that time with. She is beautiful. She needs a car wash. That's the paint shop, not the car wash. Hold on. We need to go.
The car wash is there's a car symbol.
No, it's a spray bottle. Ah, that's better. Because she is black.
Hang on, I got this car from the junkyard and there's no oil paint. I don't know what the heck it is. It's one of those dealer customs.
Okay, so
And
we're
there's
gonna.
no big oil paint on. There's no oil paint on it.
So I'm actually in a dilemma between engines. So one of these cars has 8 different engine swap options, but when I got the Hemi, so because I want to show people something, and you can see this too. So this game, with this part, I don't understand with this game is one of the options is this engine right here, right? The supercharged that I have, it's 380 horsepower. So I decided I wanted the one with the most amount of horsepower. So I got the the 426, which has 425 horsepower. But when you have this has less aftermarket parts. When I got done the supercharged, it had way more power than the Hemi. Not surprised, not a Dodge guy, but so I built 20 20 Hemi engines for nothing. Well, to be fair, if there's a car that I could just drop a Hemi in to sell instead of dropping one of my superchargers in, I'm going to do that. Make some money back. And then I don't have to sit there and build them. But we're going to try something. Not you. Actually, the drag build, I can only put the one engine in it, right? Yeah, I can only put the supercharged engine in it. So, we're going to take my other Mark IV. Because I have 3 of them. One I'm selling because it's just another drag build. So we're gonna grab. Is it this one? Supercharge. So I already know that the Hemi has less power, which I could show you guys. So there's other options. I have the OHV, which no point in doing that one, any of the carbs, because this one is already the OHV with 2 carbs. So this one already tells you more. So I have the 440 Magnum, I have the small block 302, the Cobra Jet, and then there's the Hemi 446 pack. We have to build those. We will show you guys just how broken this game is. So let's do.
Man, this has nothing. These parts are pieces of junk.
Yeah.
Everything's broken. It's like 2841.
So we're gonna build a
About the
302.
Zero custom from the Synchron, I think.
If anyone knows anything about Mustangs, I really like the 302s. So I think I'm going to do for the regular car, for the regular Mustang, I think I'm going to build a 302 like from the movie Gone in 60 Seconds with the silver paint. I'm going to do that. If anyone doesn't get that reference, you got to watch more movies.
I think I saw golf. I think I watched like 2 hours of Gone in 60 Seconds.
You know the main the Mustang that they drove in that game? That's what I'm building. I'm building her.
I think I watched the movie, but I don't remember.
Oh. Watch it again.
Oh, I have Spectrum TV and it's never on. They only have movies on Fridays and Saturdays.
Oh, I just have the DVD. And I got Prime and all that stuff, so. Do I have an oil filter for this car? No. So we're going to build each one of these engines. Yes, I'm determined to do this. I want to do this. Not really, but I'm going to do this.
Boy, does it have a bunch of rocker rings on? That's an engine that has a bunch of rocker. It has like piston rings on and then it has a bunch of rocker arms.
Yeah, it's one of those.
That's what I'm doing right now on this thing. I'm taking apart the derailed custom engine and putting a.
But that's why I want to show people because like the game shows you that the Hemi engine had more horsepower than the supercharged, right? But the supercharger has more power in the end because of the fact it's got more parts. So I'm going to take each one of these engines that you could do for the swap option, which is really common, and show people which engine is actually you want to actually spend time in to build. Because I built 20 engines, the exact same engine, by the way, just to find out this one by the way, the supercharger V8 is already in the game. All the other engines I have are all part of the DLCs. So the fact that I'm seeing this engine and it's sucking, or my DLC is sucking more than the actual base game, yeah, show you not to waste your time with it because it sucks. And I guess you'll also get to learn too, so you don't make that same mistake and suffer as you spend all your money, and hours building 20 of the same engine, spending like $400,000.
Yeah, because those engine blocks they're expensive. They're expensive sometimes.
And yeah, these are the old schools with all the rocker arms. So if you're going to build 20 of them, I can show you which ones to actually build so you don't waste your time and have to build 20 opposite engines like I did.
Well, I look at the engine swaps. I don't like build an engine and on the cars and the thing.
If you look at the swap options, the 426 Hemi has more horsepower when you build the engine than all the other engines. That's why I built it.
This has nothing. It doesn't even have a ignition. It doesn't even have a clip. It doesn't even have a clip on one side, and the engine is broken.
When you build an engine in this game, like when you do an engine swap, you'll obviously look at which engine on the engine stand has the most horsepower when you want to put it in to get the most money and stuff, right? But the Hemi says it had more. That's what my dilemma was. But when you actually build them as aftermarkets, you only know the answer to that question after you're done building them. And that's what issue I ran into, because I thought the Hemi had more horsepower because it shows it in the stock than I found the supercharger. That's why I want to teach people, because people won't know that unless they actually find that issue themselves, which I don't need people to do that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm building each one of the engines besides the OHV 1 carb and 2 carb, because that's obviously the supercharger OHV is already better. Hence the reason, you know, why it's 2 stages up. And yeah, I will show you guys which one of these out of all these engines is actually the better one. Because most people will not know that and will just slap everything together and have the same issue I did. Because I didn't know. I'm like, oh, has more horsepower. I'll just build them. And you don't know until you're actually done the car. So yeah, that's what I dealt with. So yeah, right now we're building the Ford 302. Is it going to have 302 horsepower? No. It's going to have way more. Not going to stop me, though. Of course, we got to do all the rockers, which are all the push rods are all the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 intake manifold we need. She's slowly coming along. Of course, that means we gotta take apart the car again. Do it all over again. Well, you just gotta take the engine out. That's not that hard. Take it to the dyno, tune it, and then yeah, you guys will get to see. Because right now, just like the drag car, it's sitting at 1,028 horsepower with the supercharger. So, if any of these engines I throw in it exceed that, even by 1 horsepower, the difference. But the Hemi only went to 900 horsepower. And it says it had more horsepower rated than this, so, yeah. It lies to us. And it's not fun building these engines, because you gotta put every rod in, every rocker, and the bolts for the piston rod bolts here are long. They're not the short ones. At least the Hemi ones were short. You just done. Never thought I would.
I keep breaking the loose springs. Jeez.
These springs,
I can't even repair all these U-bolts.
Are you doing like a customer's car? Because I just buy all new.
No, I'm building the D-Ray custom or something. I'm repairing the parts.
Intake manifold V8. Intake manifold. Intake manifolds. I don't need a Cobra. V8 Ford. There we go. No, that's weird that I don't have an aftermarket oil pan, because you can buy that in real life for your trucks and all that. They sit deeper, the pump's in a different spot, more efficient for your oil cycling. But nope, they don't have that in this game for some reason. Just stock engine pan. What if I lower my vehicle? Then my engine pan's on the ground, and that's a no-no. Because on my drag car, my engine pan is not far from touching the ground. At all. Like, if I slam the front end down, if it lifts up, it's done. I'm going to smash the oil pan in and damage the engine. That's all it takes. Once you run it, because that thing can get up to 400 miles an hour. Once that thing runs out of oil, she's done. She won't go nowhere. Engine will lock and seize, and then I have to spend another 50 grand to build another one. And I don't want to do that. What car are you working on?
D-Rail custom or whatever.
I'm building a Ford engine. Good old Boss 302.
I gotta take apart the old engine and then swap it.
Nah, you don't got to do that. You just have to believe in it, and it'll build itself. After you're done crying from how much pain this game gives.
Dang, I don't have to buy another engine block, because those things are like $30,000, I think.
That's not a lot. It's the aftermarket heads that are cost a lot.
How many pages of parts do I have? I have 198 now.
Nice. I think I've only ever had just slightly over 300, and that was all scrap parts that I had to do. That took a long time.
Well, it's 300. My game lags when I have too many pages.
Gotta get a better console. What do you
Why
have
I
for?
get a PlayStation 5?
No, that's worse. I don't know why everyone hypes up PlayStation 5s. They're not any better. I actually had a PlayStation 5 a couple years
Oh
after
wait, I
getting.
don't even have any. I don't have any alternators that are performance parts.
Oh, I have a lot of aftermarket parts now.
I need to start working on customer cars to get more scraps.
That's how you're getting your scrap cars. I just buy cars from the junkyard and scrap them down, and that's how I've been doing it. That way I actually make money. Or I just go to the junkyard and buy all the scrap that I could find.
I have to put tuning on this to 19 to 14 Gs. And this thing has a rear drive axle, so I have to take the front tires off.
Too bad you
I don't
couldn't
need
drive with
to repair
one of
all the
those.
brakes because I already have those.
Do you know what a sleeper car is?
No.
It's a car on the outside that looks like it's beat up, damaged, and all that, but under the hood is brand new parts, lots of horsepower. You know, that's a sleeper. A car that makes you think it's got nothing under the hood, but does.
Oh wait, I have to take the starter off. Sometimes you have to take the starter off from underneath the engine bay,
Yeah, they took off the transmission.
or take off the gearbox. Is the starter is either connected on the top or it's connected on the bottom. You have to take the starter off from the engine bay sometimes if it's on the top.
This engine's almost done.
Oh, wait, that was the car that I was working on last time.
If anyone wants a tip about these old school air filters, if you flip the lid upside down, so then there's like small gap between the air filter and the lid, it actually gives you a performance boost in real life because it gives you more airflow. Where people just close the lid and it's sealed and only comes through this little hole right here, all you get is flip the lid upside down. That's a trick you learn when you own a Chevy in the old school days. I'm not even that old. I just knew that trick. Not even because it gives more air into the carburetor. That's why when people get um, aftermarket air filters, you get the cold air intake and all that, and it gives you more performance because it's got straight oxygen into the engine. Yeah, there's a little tip for you, but you can't do that in this game, obviously. But I wish. You don't need to do any changes. You just gotta flip the lid and put the bolt back in. All you gotta do. Don't need any adapters, nothing. Crazy. And it does work. It does give you could take that to a dyno and you will actually see the difference between it having the lid down and the lid up. Isn't that crazy, dude? All that it takes
Yeah.
is to flip the lid on these old school things.
Oh
And
wait,
this
I had a front drive test 100. Oops. I put the one that's 64 where this is a customer's car. I don't need any brake pads because I already got like a bunch of those.
true. Okay, I need a 440 main. I don't get it. The 426 Shaker has 425 horsepower, but the 440 Magnum is 375. On the bright side, I think if I take my other Hemi engine, I can pretty much just do that. Let's take a Hemi 446 pack, and I bet you. What? No, I don't. I don't wanna. Wait, did I
Oh
not
wait, I took off the tires off of that one and I didn't separate them.
create new engine? No, I don't want to create one. I just want to throw mine on. We're gonna take apart my Hemi. Look how clean this thing looks, though, dude. Like it's all shiny and aftermarket. Like look at it. It's got 3 carburetors for crying out loud. But somehow this doesn't have more horsepower. And see, it's got the gap in the air intake. So I don't understand. I guess I have to start taking it apart because it's got the same engine block and everything, and I don't need to spend a bunch of money getting the other one. Well, that's what everyone thinks when they buy a Dodge. It has more horsepower, but all you find is transmission issues. And I'm not saying that as a joke. I'm saying that because my entire family is a Dodge people. Why do you think I stopped? I didn't buy a Dodge. I didn't want to spend money on a car that breaks down a lot. And the more modern you get with it, the quicker it breaks, which is unfortunate. But I mean, to be fair, I don't really like modern vehicles, so I'm not really don't care that much. So you like Fords? Have you seen the new EV Ford truck?
No.
Oh, it's horrible. It doesn't have an engine. It's just got a frunk and a trunk, or a box. But yeah, I don't even like Ford trucks. Everyone knows that, especially the Power Strokes, the 7.3s and 6.7s. Worst Power Strokes. I don't. If you say you like them, you've never had to work on it. That's what I mean. Because 9 times out of 10, you'll have a cracked engine head or something. You'll be leaking engine oil into your coolant or vice versa, and it's such a nightmare. And people are like, "Oh, you shit on it because you're a Chevy guy." I admit my Chevy has a lot of issues too because it's old and it has recently hit 1,000,000 kilometers. But besides that, no, those Fords, it was a defect that they broke. Like if it came to an old school Bronco, like an old 69 Bronco, 70, yeah, I would drive that. I would straight up own one. An old Mustang, yup. But Ford was the quickest I think to go for vehicles. They were the quickest ones to rush everything, and then parts start not lasting. And then there's a whole aluminum truck. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Who builds a truck out of aluminum? You don't build a truck to be aerodynamic, lightweight. You build a truck to carry stuff, to carry trailers, and to be strong. If I can punch a truck fender and the fender gets dented, it's not a truck. The Ford Ranger had more durability than these modern diesels or these more modern Fords. The Ford Ranger. Now that's a truck you could actually drive. You could beat the crap out of that. All you gotta do is take a hammer to the other side and pop it back out. Done. Good. If I'm telling you this right now, seriously, if you buy an EV truck and you say you're a man, I think you gotta get checked for mental health. I'm not even joking. I may sound like a complete douche, but if you buy an electric truck and think you're a man, we need less of you on the planet.
Oh wait, I need to put tuning on this. Oh, I needed to take the
I
tires
thought you
off.
honestly were gonna comment on what I was just saying. Because you know my stream can hear
Well,
you, right?
yeah.
What's your opinion on that? If you own an EV truck, you're not a man.
I
What's
would never own it. I would never own that one.
Yeah, but like, what's your opinion on that? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Like, if you're
I
gonna
mean, I
own a
agree.
if you're gonna own a truck, it's got to have an actual engine in it. Like, if you open that front,
Yeah.
there should be something there. I don't know why they made an EV truck. That's not gonna be able to pull anything. People are like, oh, it's because it has torque. I'm like, yeah, but torque isn't everything in a vehicle for towing. Torque is important, but you also have to have your horsepower, which it's gonna have horsepower, even though it's an electric engine somehow. It's just it's complicated to explain that, but it's just like you need the actual engine because the electric will start suffocating trying to pull something, and then electric engines have less mileage than our diesel truck. We can hit almost like I had to convert it. We can hit darn near I think 900 to 1,000 miles before we run out of fuel without pulling a trailer. We can get about 700 to 800 with a trailer with our diesel. Diesels are more fuel efficient than a gas car. If you look, you could look that up. Electric cars are not. And if I hear one more person in my life tell me that electric cars are good for the environment, I'm gonna run them over with one, because they're not. Sure, they make no emissions. Agreed. A diesel truck
They
should
have
be fine.
electric cars in the game, but I never
The,
work on them. I think I worked on like two. I think I worked on two since I've been playing this game.
the electric cars, those batteries in real
Yeah.
life, those electric batteries on the bottom of those 9 are like Tesla. Like when you have Tesla ones, they're like $5,000 each. Those batteries. So like when you think, oh, I have to change the battery, most of the time you're like, oh, you mean the battery in your engine compartment? No, they mean the 9 powering your car. That battery up there just turns on your electronics. Those 9 power your motors. Isn't that insane?
Oh wait, I
But
need to put the wheel back on this.
but to make those lithium batteries, we use a lot of rare resources, and to decompose a battery is super bad for the environment because of the rare resources and the stuff that's in a lithium battery. Which, by the way, a lithium battery can go up to 3,500 degrees Fahrenheit. You realize when you die, if a Tesla explodes and you're in it, you are instantly cremated. You're done. And that's why when those Model S's and Model 3s, when they first came out, they had so many issues with that happening, them exploding. There was a reason no one survived the car, because there was nothing left to identify. Isn't that scary, dude? How bad it is? 35
Yeah.
to 4,000 degree Fahrenheit. That's hot. And I know how much 400 degrees is in my oven, and that's enough to burn my skin. Like that's scary. If you're like, oh, you should get them, I'm like, the Tesla truck gets about 500 miles, 400 miles to electric tank. I'm sorry to tell you, but I love the country. To get from me to where I want to go, like to Jasper, is like 700 miles. And guess how many? There's no charging stations from here to there. There's only in the city, and that's your car there. I would have to carry a generator to charge my car along the way, because there's no charging station from here to Jasper. So immediately that's become useless. Like, I get it. If you're in a spot that, say, has charging stations, and doesn't have winter, sure, use electric car. But you spend what, 180 grand on an electric car to buy one, and to have a flat screen TV in the middle of your car? I don't need that. I don't like having screens. Like when we drive our truck, I turn off the screen. I put a little DVD player screen in mine because my original radio broke, so I can do my Bluetooth and all that stuff like that, right? You know, our truck, I think brand new, was 40 grand, and our truck's rare. There's not many models of our truck even left. It's a rare truck. Crew cab, long box Duramax. Could do a few changes here and there, I'm sure, but it's a great vehicle. And when it's nighttime, I can relax and all that. There's no big TV screen. I don't have to worry about breaking the TV screen because ours is strong, not a big screen. It's a box. And yeah. And like I said, there's plenty of gas stations along the road, but there's not many Tesla gas stations or electric ports. And winter, our whole bus depot decided to build a crap ton of electric buses and stuff. And it didn't work. It didn't work. When the cold snap happened, minus 40 degrees Celsius, if you know what that is, it didn't work. They all stopped. If you truly want the best out of your vehicle, people can make fun of me. Get a hybrid. They make kits now for diesels to make them into hybrids. People are like, oh, that's stupid. No. If it's cold, you use your diesel engine to idle your vehicle, warm up the fluids, and then you drive You go on the road, you drive it, right? You let all the fluids warm up because everything has to be in motion for the diesel to work, right? And when you're on the highway, switch it to the electric. Save on your fuel, right? And then when you run out of electric, you switch back to diesel, which will start recharging your electric motor or your electric capacity. So then when you run out of diesel again, you now have a third option to go back to whatever how much charge. So it's 3 times as long as your normal vehicle. So you could say it's stupid to have a hybrid. I'm not saying, buy a hybrid. I'm saying you can I mean, I'd rather just buy one. But Bud, you tell me this. Is it better to have just, you just run out of fuel and that's it, or run out of charge, that's it, or get a hybrid and have 3 times as much?
I don't know.
Well, I'd rather have 3 times as much because then I don't have to fill up as much. Cost you less in the end. I mean, it's not hard to do. If you ever look under a truck, there's a massive space missing. Sure, people say there's DEF tanks on vehicles. No. If you got DEF, you got to look up what DEF actually does to your engine. It's just for your exhaust, yes, but causes a lot of back pressure, wears out your exhaust quicker. Honestly, just get a straight pipe. Straight pipe, and then, tune your engine. Yeah, it'll be loud, but then you don't have to worry about because your muffler and all, your exhaust, your catalytic converters, they have like this stuff in them, and over time they get clogged with carbon, which causes backfire or back pressure, causing issues with your engine. You can easily remove that by just getting a straight pipe, and then I just have to worry about cleaning your exhaust. DEF, true story, if you use DEF fluid, you can use it as fertilizer to grow a garden. It's cheaper than fertilizer too. You could think I'm joking, but someone actually did it, and it takes no time. But you look at how much it actually does to your vehicle, it does nothing. You don't need it. It's a waste of money. It wears down your engine over time because it does cause back pressure over time. You're literally putting fluid into your exhaust system. It's just not needed. There's many things on a vehicle you can delete, like O2 sensors. You don't actually need an O2 sensor. You don't. You actually don't. Because if you get a straight pipe, guess what? You don't have an O2 sensor. You don't. Because you've deleted it because your O2 sensors are in your exhaust. And if they're not, then you have a weird vehicle. Because that's how you detect them. Yeah, as you could tell, I know a lot about vehicles. Can you tell?
Yeah.
I could teach you how a vehicle actually works. I mean, you're doing the car mechanics, so you could see it, but it's actually not as hard as people always thought it was. Complicated, yes. Costs a lot, absolutely. Makes you want to swear like a sailor half the time. Agreed. But not as hard as people may think. I'm almost done my 440 Hemi. My Magnum. Wait, something's wrong with this Hemi.
What is?
So, the picture shows a different type of manifold. Is there 2 different manifolds I can put on this? Because, yeah, there is. Oh, I know why. Because they show it orange because I have aftermarket parts. They're not painted. Gotcha. I didn't look at it. No, I don't want the Ford engine. I want to finish my Hemi. I have to buy parts because I don't have the 440 intake. I have this one. So, everything else is done, though. So, we just got to buy the parts now. $500? That's not bad. It's kind of cheap, actually, for intake manifold. Carburetor, we don't. Lots of different carburetor. So this has.
Dang, I can't even test this car. It has to be between 9 and 14.
Has to be what?
A car that has tuning or something, and then doing it for a customer car. It says tuning has to be between 9 and 14. And I tested it this is the 4th time I'm testing it already. and it's still under. It has to be between 9 and 14.
Oh
And I'm
yeah,
not putting the turbo.
yeah. You need a certain tuning. Yeah, I remember that.
It has to be between 9 and 14. Let me put two of the spark plugs on or something.
Just do all 8.
And see if that does it. And see if that does anything. Or just take it. Sometimes it'll just say it's done already. So I'm done already. If I do it and it'll sit here. See, look, it's up. Oh wait, it's still not done.
I now
There,
need.
this is for the fifth time now.
I need the 446 pack and the Cobra Jet 429. I still gotta build 2. Okay. At least I'll have extra engines, I guess. The Jet, the 420, yeah.
It's still over. It's 770. Oh, it's under. It's under. And let me put performance, another ignition performance part in it. A spark plug and another plug.
Oh, dude, you were wondering about my car, my Oldsmobile. I'll show it to you. AC Cobra, you stay there. Be good. You can go back. There's nothing I can do to you. I don't even want to look at you. I don't even like new cars. This is the most expensive car in the game. Like when you don't do what I did to it. Goodbye. I think so, actually. It might be. Where is it? Because this car in 2019, I believe, 2019, 2017, can't remember, was the car that gave you the achievement. Yeah, here we go.
I'm testing it like 7 times already. I can't get it between 9 and 14.
Here we go, dude. This is her. There's no seats in it. I should probably change that. Because I can't do anything else to it. There's only the OHV. I somehow don't have seats in you. Oh, yeah, because I was going to put different seats in you. That's right. But this is her.
But it's still under. It's 858.
I need to buy seats. What seats do I want to put in it? I could put anything.
Here, I'll put a turbo. I'll put the turbocharger on here.
I think I want a nice race seat. Yeah, these are nice. Oh wait, no, I still need a steering wheel. Does she have a bench in the back? She's got a bench seat in the back, doesn't she? I think so.
I think I tested this car like 10 times already.
Okay, so she's got a bench. What would be a nice bench for this car? Probably want to match the interior of the other seats.
No, it's too high. I need to take off the gearbox or something. It's 1858.
Will this fit? If I stop selecting the wrong thing, maybe. Oh, they don't fit. So I might have to get the original bench seat. Or do I need an actual bench? I think I need an actual bench. Oh, I see. There's a rear and there's a front. I need a bench rear. The cup holder one's pretty cool.
Oh, wait, I put the.
That might be okay. That might work. Are you serious? It doesn't work with the same damn car. Okay, now we need a steering wheel. I could use an old school one, but I want to find one that actually would match the car. I like what we have in my actual car, but we don't obviously have the same steering wheel. I could use any steering wheel too. There's so many good ones I could use. But I don't know which one I want to use. There's too many steering wheels. We'll go with that one. That one's not bad.
I'm gonna test this thing like 20 times and get it right.
Have you?
It has to be between 9 and 14.
Yo, dude, look at your phone on my stream. I could show you the car I was talking about.
What?
This is the one where you do in the 2017 or whatever. This is what gets you the achievement. This is the Oldsmobile. The one I have in real life.
It's 1783. It has to be between 14. Let me pick up it.
Are you going to look?
I am. I was.
Are you looking?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Oldsmobile. But as you can see by the engine bay, you can clearly fit something bigger in there, which I didn't realize. Because the rad, we put our rad, which was a much bigger rad than that one, right actually behind the grill. Because as you see, there's space. We mounted it on the outside, and we're able to fit the V12, because the V12 would sink in a little bit more, like it could go back a bit, and then you could fit the extra cylinders, the 2 cylinders on each side through here. Because everything, all these power steering pumps and all that, kind of got moved up to the side. Same with the battery. The battery wasn't in the back; it was off to the side, and that's all that it took. And then the V12 fit. Also, I don't know why this one has the right mirror. Mine didn't have the right mirror. Mine just had the left mirror. Beautiful. Yeah, I forgot. I have to record these cars. There's a couple cars. I think I have the Nissan GTR.
Why is there a pink car? Oh, wait, that's a car from a junk car, I think.
Yeah, I just painted it pink. Or there is a pink car. I just painted it pink because I don't really care. Nissan. Did I do this one? The Nismo? Nissan. Let me look. Oh, that's the one I did. I didn't write down the Nismo. Is that one? Well, the Nismo is a GTR, but not the one I wanted. I don't really ever want a Nissan GTR, to be honest with you. You are, how much horsepower are you? About 756. torque is 6240. No, 756 as well. That's not good when they match. That's not good at all. And then how much do you sell for? You sell for 144,200, pretty much. Also not a lot, not worth the stress. Okay, that one's done. Put that in the garage. I forgot to record. I had 5 cars here I was supposed to record. Basically this is a Mercedes. No, this is the Jeep one, isn't it? I think this is the Jeep. You're not. Oh, you're not even done. I don't need to worry about you. You're not done. So I can return you back to garage. No, I could probably just leave you. And then I gotta change the AC Cobra because I changed the horsepower rating. I put something much bigger and better into it. I never even did record this car. Cool. $106,000, which is not bad for this car. There's pretty much nothing to the car, to be honest with you. The heaviest thing of this car is the engine. 940 horsepower. That's good. Torque 1747.
I think I tested this car 12 times already.
There we go. Alright, this car. We have to test the rest of the engines for this car, right? We have 2 more engines to build. Yay me. When is my suffering over again? Ah, not until lunch, I see. Okay.
Not too low.
Power steering pump. Nah, she doesn't need that. You don't need to turn. She's coming along. She's coming along nicely. One day this engine will be done. Well, we've already built 2 engines. I gotta build 1 more after this. Dude, this game is so fun some days. Just the best.
This car is weird. I tested this car like probably 15 times already, and it has to be between 9 and 14.
You're still not done that car?
It's a customer's car. It's a customer's car.
Man, how bad are you at this game? Come on, it's not that hard. Come on, just get it between, what they want.
9 and 14.
Yeah, exactly.
It keeps going low, it keeps going high, and then the highest it was like 1845. But I took all the spark plugs off of it.
Did you figure it out?
Sometimes it just checks it off.
What I hear is you're taking too long. Just get it done.
It says 1520. And let me take off the breaker. Wait, I have to take off the starter before I take off the other stuff. It has to be between 9 and 14.
What are you at right now?
I don't know. I have to test it one more time. I took the turbo off like 10 times already. But I have to test it again. I think I have to take the gearbox off or something, whatever the highest performance part is. Because it's got to be between 9 and 14. And that's at like 875 or something. Because I already tested it almost 20 times. I think I tested it like 15. And it's weird where Weird how you did, because like I'm gonna have to take the gearbox off or something. No, I think it was at like 875 or something, 874.
Just put stock spare or spark plugs back into it.
That's what I did. I took all of them out. Now I'm gonna take the dang gearbox out because that's probably what's killing the dang performance. I have four. I have three gearboxes that are 14. Jeez, I guess I don't have to buy any. I have two more. I don't need the drive test as 100% because I already have. He usually checks it off, but not doing it this time. He's not doing it this time.
Can't wait. I can't wait to actually test this. I have 4 other engines besides my supercharger, right? So I'm gonna see if any of them will beat 10,000 or 1,028 horsepower. That's what I'm gonna test. Who knows? Maybe one of them will beat my supercharger, which means then I'll have to go build 20 of the engines I get. So hopefully not.
This should be between 9 and 14. I took the gearbox off. That's the only thing I took off. It's either too low or too high. If it is or something, we have to check all the ignition coils and all the spark plugs and take those off too and put regular ones on there. It's still at 1420. Jeez. Let me check the spark plug and the ignition coils and see if I didn't put performance parts on there. It's like really close. It's 1420. It has to be between 19 and 14. Just take one off and I'll check the ignition coils.
I could
I
probably do
took
that
the.
when I'm done doing those missions.
This is weird. Jeez. I took all the ignition coils off. What else do I have to take off? And I think I took the turbocharger like 5 times off already.
Mm.
Like 10 times. And I can't.
Why are you taking the supercharger off?
Because it has to be between. The tuning has to be between 9 and 14.
Yeah, you just get the base game one, not the aftermarket one. You don't remove the parts. You just put the stock ones in.
Okay, I put the performance ignition manifold on here. And I'll just get the regular one and I'll bring the tuning down between 9 and 14. I'll just put the stock one on there again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just put stock shit on, see what goes.
And then the stock turbocharger and it'll bring it down. But sometimes it'll check it off if the performance is between 9 and 14. Or is it test it one more time and that should be true. If it's not or something, I'm gonna have to take the clutch plate off or something. It probably isn't. It probably isn't. That's 315. Here, I'll put it back on the thing and take the thing off. This car is gonna take me another hour to do.
And I bet you when I start doing them, I could probably have that done no problem.
You could probably have like 20 engines done before I even finish this one.
The trick is you just build the engine stock, see what it's at, and then just add small things or one really big thing. Hence your
It's a
manifold.
it's a customer's car.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. When you're doing that tuning between 9 and 14, build a stock engine, and then do your intake manifold or whatever. See what it goes to, and then just do small things like your spark plugs or wires.
I replaced all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Start stock and then slowly work it. Don't build the whole engine right off the bat like that. Because then you have to work backwards, which is a pain in the ass and a waste of money. Not paying you to make the engine as good as you can. They're paying you to make it what they want, which is bullshit.
I guess I'll have to take the turbocharger off again. I'll just take one of. I took them the spark plug and the ignition coils one by one, and it's still not taking off. Says it's too high. Here, let me just do this, and I'll do it one by one. Well, the turbocharger is only one on this. Wait, did I put the starter back on? Cause we'll probably build like 20 engines by the time I get this done.
Well, I'm about to finish my third one since you started.
I'm not even done tuning this car because it has to be between 19 and 14.
Yeah, and I've already built 3 aftermarket engines. Each worth more than that car that you're working on.
It's 1643 here. I mean, I almost got it close.
Nice. I'm almost done my third engine. Tuned to be on the fourth.
Well, I'm not even done with this. It's
I know.
a customer's car.
I know. I'm saying that's how bad you are. I'm already almost done my third engine.
The tuning has to be between 9 and 14.
I know. And I'm saying to say it's funny. Each one of my engines right now are worth more than that car that you're working on.
There, that should be right. Wait, let me test it first, and then I'll take that. There, I took all the ignition coils off it, so it should be good. Well, this is probably the last time.
You said that the other 2 times.
I already tested it like more than 20 times. That is between 9 and 14.
He's never
And
gonna.
I think last time it was like 1473 or something.
We're gonna come back 20 years in the future, and you're still gonna be doing it. Like, I just can't seem to get it.
It's at 1555, and that's between after 14. So I'll take the rear muffler off, and the exhaust pipe.
See, you decided to make everything aftermarket pretty damn much.
And then it'll be done.
I'm done my third engine, by the way.
I'm still on the same car.
I know. 3 engines have already been built. I'm gonna start my 4th one. I gotta do the 446 pack.
Probably be done when. See if you can build 5 engines by the time I get this done.
I only need to build 4. Let's see, this is 375.
Here, I'll put the regular ones on here. It's almost close. If it's not, I'll just take a break.
Okay, I don't have to build the 4th one, so I'm gonna start stripping my engine out of the car now.
He usually just checks it off. Oh, I got it.
Finally, as I'm starting to work on my car again.
I got 12,024 for it.
Mm.
Starting to work on customers' cars because I ran out of money. I don't have any dang performance parts. After you work on customers' cars, you just get a bonus. I got 7 scraps.
They probably would give you more, but they probably fell asleep in the waiting room.
I got another case. I think there was like one of the live streams that I did, I got like 5 cases. I kept getting lucky every single time and like picking 2 cards.
It'd be so weird to remove my supercharger out of this. Such a fast car.
Look, Super Duty. Wait, I get 25 XP. That just levels up faster. I'm at 53 already.
Okay, let's do a 302. We're gonna start with my 302. See what happens. Well, we might as well put oil.
Here, let me scrap all these. Let me scrap all these other cars or all these other parts. I didn't know you could just hit the button all the time and it'll scrap every single one.
Yeah, I don't do that because it doesn't give you the most you can get. Okay, the engine's in. But I gotta install the exhaust and transmission again. And I think I need a new transmission because this isn't the transmission that goes on this. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess it is. Cool. I don't have to change it. Lucky, I don't have to buy a whole new transmission or exhaust.
Did I engine swap this? I don't know if I did or not. I don't know if I did or not.
Right, we're headed to the dyno with a 302 Mustang engine in what used to be a dude. If you look on the stream right now, this looks so sad because normally I have a big supercharger usually sticking out of this car. Look at that. That's just so sad to look at. It's like when the wife asks you to pay for child support. This is what happens.
There's nothing.
I know. There's nothing coming out of the hood. It's just a little pan. Oh, this is so sad to look at for this car. I don't think I'm gonna hit 1,000 horsepower on this with this current setup. Well, let's tune her and find out how much of a mistake this was. All right. Really, was that? That's the only. She only had the one carb. Okay. Well, let's see what the dyno says. I don't think a 302 is gonna hit 1,000 horsepower, but let's find out. Her normal engine is normally 227. Best engine. So.
How many gears is it? Like 6?
I have 5. Pretty good for 5. Okay, the horsepower rating is very low on the chart. Didn't even hit the third line. Okay, which he gets for a reading. Oh my god, man! She went from a stunning 227 to a 396. She's level D. This car is normally rank A, so 302. Not better, in the slightest. Okay, well, let's rip the 302 out. Because, yeah, that's not worth it. On the bright side, I did want the 302 because I want to do an original Mustang build for, can't remember her name. Was it Shelby? Or something? In, Gone in 60 Seconds? I want to build her. That's why I wanted the 302. Because I know 302s aren't the best in a Mustang engine, but I've always just liked the Boss 302 Mustang. That's just that style of the car back then, just the way it was. Didn't have to be the most powerful car on the block. It just was a nice car. And it's not really easy to find an actual like a 302 because everyone took them out to make something better, faster. I don't need that. In this car, I do though. In this car. Oh yeah, I have to drain the engine. That's right. I completely forgot. I'm like thinking I have to drain the engine. Oh no, my headphones are going to die. That's unfortunate. When they die, I'm probably just gonna end the stream and then switch to my Bluetooth headphones and just talk to you on that. Alright, I guess I have a mic still. I can't believe these headphones died, or are about to die. Like, they survived me, I think, 3 weeks before they ran out of battery life.
You should use your camera as a mic.
I don't have my
That's what I
camera.
do when I stream. When I stream.
My camera's not even hooked up. I don't even know where that thing is.
It's
I put it somewheres. Keyword is
probably
somewhere.
still. It's probably still in the box.
No, I have Lego in that box. Pretty sure it's with all my electronics because I just didn't care. Because I stopped using my VR because I don't have any VR games. I had to delete them or they got deleted my original account, and then I actually have my own house now with a massive area of space to walk around, and I don't even have a VR game to play in it. Because the PS4 tracking is the worst thing I've ever had in my life, but now I actually have the space for it. And now I don't have a VR game.
Oh wait, I think I need more piston rings. Dang it, I need more piston cards. Or whatever the heck those are. I don't have any piston rings either.
Alright, this car should be ready to go right to the dyno again. So far, I didn't even get the 500 horsepower with the other engine, so I'm really disappointed about that.
Dang, I think I just bought 8 piston rings and then I bought 8 again. I didn't buy any piston with Conrads anymore.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I had double. I didn't buy any piston with Conrads. I just bought 8 piston rings and then I bought 8 more. I didn't buy any piston rings. Now they're good. I'm not buying 50 of everything because my game lags really bad when I have too many pages of parts. I'm not even putting any performance parts on this car anymore because don't have enough scraps.
655 horsepower.
Oh wait, this engine swap has a bunch of like push rods and everything. I think I have 50. I think I have 50 of these. These have rocker arms. They're regular rocker arms. I think I engine swapped today. I just sell cars and I just do all the body work and do all the engine. I don't put any performance parts. I don't care about the. I usually do if I have extra parts in the thing just sitting there. Oh wait, I thought my game lagged for a second. 'Cause if I have too many pages or something, it lags for like a second, or it freezes. It like freezes for a second and then comes back.
So far this engine is also crap. I'm just gonna put the supercharger. I think I've got my conclusion. Because none of these are even getting close. That one got to 600, but I don't think that one's gonna get 400 extra horsepower when it's a
Oh wait,
one-liter engine. What?
the spark plugs are over here. I think there's one engine that has like 16 spark plugs on it. That's like
There's a car that has 24 spark plugs on it.
which one?
The one of the Paganis there. It has a V12 and it decided to do 2 spark plugs per cylinder, like the Hemis do. So 24 spark plugs later. and it had less horsepower than the other Pagani with just the regular V12 engine with 12 spark plugs. So there's really no benefit to having extra spark plugs like that. Just a waste, really.
I buy 50 of everything, but I lag every time I have too many pages. So it's bad. I'm not buying anything else. Because how many pages do I have? 186. Oh, I have another barn location.
I'm actually curious if there is any VR games on sale right now. I would do one of those get again and then pass up for motion sickness. Ah, darn. Yeah, Gorn's on sale, but I don't really. What game? I mean, Gorn's okay. Uh, what was the other one I had? Oh, Arizona Sunshine. Let me guess, two's for the PS5 only. Oh, they have it for the PS4.
What?
Arizona Sunshine, too. Oh, never mind, they don't. I'm blind, I can't read. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot read.
Yeah, that's why you gotta get a PlayStation 5 because you can talk to the other person through the controller.
I don't want the other one.
That's what Great Team does. He talks to me through the PlayStation 5 controller without using headphones. So you can talk to the other person through the PlayStation 5 controller. My friend has a PlayStation 4, the one that's like 10. But he's at his mom. He's at his mom's right now.
Oh, there's a co-op on this one? Dude, you gotta get the VR Arizona Sunshine, man.
Boy, I
There's,
don't have
there's,
enough money.
well, neither do I, but you know, when it comes out on sale. Tubular, dude, tubular. Did I put my engine back in yet? Which one is this one? Not the one I
I
want.
just finished mine on this Derail custom, whatever the heck it was. I might have. You have to go through the list and see if that everything's at 100. It says stall the engine in the. Oh wait, I just finished it. I might have. There's
All right,
12
let's
page.
put this back in.
There's 12 pages. I got the parts at 43%. Yeah, I finished the engine completely. I finished the engine before you could finish 5. The Derail custom, I just finished the engine completely before you could finish those. Roof shock is over. I have like 6 pages of those because I'm not buying anything until I get down to like 1, 2 pages. A bunch of leaf springs. I have 13 pages of those. That's why my game lag so bad. Small rubber bushings. I have 14 of those. It's like you never need a. I guess I never need a bushing again.
Until you run out.
I don't need any V8 gearbox V8s because those are too expensive. I don't need any starters because I bought like 50 of those. Where's my cursor? Right. Oh wait, I don't have any. I don't have any rubber bushings. I must have put them on the other cars or something. I'm only gonna buy 4 and then I'll buy more if I need them. Oh wait, I need another exhaust. I think it's easier if you can just add everything to the list or something and it'll take you straight to it. You're coming. Oh, I still have to separate those.
I should do some customer cars. Can I only do one at a
Gotta
time?
make more money.
Can I only do one at a time?
Jeez.
Shit. I want to do more than one. I could hold 5 cars in my garage. So what's wrong with this car? Change oil, other tasks. Do you mean all your body parts? How your whole car looks like it's shite?
You haven't even done the story cars.
Yeah. What do you mean something's wrong with the car? The whole car.
Not balanced.
So I have to find what's wrong with this car, even though the whole car is wrong. Like
What is it on?
there's no
Is it on
part.
hard or normal?
I don't know. I already did. If you look at my old stream, I already did a hard mode. I'm actually trying easy for once, I think. I'm not even sure.
Easy highlights all the parts.
Oh, I'm highlighting
Oh,
the
I think it
parts.
ran.
I'm
I think
highlighting
it
the
ran.
parts because I have the skill for it. That's it. But even then, it doesn't show all the parts. Yeah, I must be in hard because I'm not even seeing all the parts. I'm seeing very little parts. Does this car even drive? Did he drive here? Because I can only highlight this stuff because I have all my tool things done, my stuff. But even then, I can't see everything.
We must have it on hard.
Yeah, because like a lot of my parts I can't even highlight. There's still more stuff I think I can upgrade because like it doesn't really matter though if you're on hard or not because if you get all the perks you could still view a crap ton of stuff too. But then you
Does it
still
say
can't.
part not discovered?
Yeah, they're all not discovered.
Oh.
So I have to
You have
just
to examine every
look.
single one then until you find red.
It's pretty much right on the border of being red. But I have to bring this to the area to get everything shook to see if the rubber bushings are done. Because I'm guessing that's what's wrong with it, is the rubber bushings and stuff. Because there's nothing really, like, the suspension's
You
done.
can take it to the test path, even
No,
if the wheels are off of it. I think.
I don't need that. I got my test path in my building.
Oh, well, the actual test path.
I don't
It
even know if
says
this. I don't even know if it starts.
it might. Does it have a starter?
What's complete?
Look at
Does
the list.
no engine oil. But you're telling me this car runs. All right. Well, let's do diagnosis test. Because clearly this car sucks. Electronic. Throttle, alternator, starter. The fuses are fine by the looks of it. Oh, I lied. This car is a bunch of lemon. All right, please tell me that was some. Yeah, those are some of the issues. Okay.
Oh, these are double wishbone. I have like 19 of these, I think. And I have to go through every single one. They're all shock absorbers and shock double wishbone rear and front. There's a We're running out of those. There's 4 front caps. Those are double wishbone. They'll have 18 pages. Because I bought 50 of everything.
I just buy fuses and stuff pretty much. That's it.
I bought 50 like fuses and everything. So I don't have to come back. But my game lags when I have too many pages.
Well, that'd be why she lags.
Because I have too many pages of parts.
All right, there's that. He doesn't want an aftermarket throttle. No, he just wants a normal throttle. So, throttle.
Oh wait, we're rushing over here.
I like how he's like, I just want my throttle and all this replaced. Buddy, I would replace your entire car. That is my mechanic opinion. Battery. I don't actually ever have to change the battery. I could just charge it.
Yeah, you can change the battery.
I
Even
know.
if it's at.
It could be at 0 and you could still do it.
No, I think the battery's dead once it's red or something. You can't charge the battery anymore. You can charge it when it's at 100, but why would you?
Explode the battery.
Why by overcharging it?
Okay, so this car is a pile of shite. We're gonna put you on the lift, get some parts done, get you running at least, and see if that's all the issues. Hold
What
on,
does the list say? What does the list say? I don't even know what story order that car is.
there's not really much on the list at all, to be honest with you.
Well, Hybrid Steel has a YouTube thing. Just look up Hybrid Steel car mechanic, and he has a playlist of all the story orders.
Why
So
would
it's
I
like
have
story order.
Why would I have to watch him? I'm an actual mechanic.
Uh, well, it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't highlight the parts if you have it on hard.
Yeah, but I don't need to highlight the parts. I know how a vehicle works. There's no description really of what the hell's wrong with the vehicle, besides that, engine issues and stuff. Car just looks like shite, but in my honest opinion, if you look at my stream right now, if I saw parts that were this rusty and damaged, I would write the car off so that this car would be scrapped. There's no point.
Replace every single part.
No, actually, legally, you're not supposed to if it comes unless it's a rear restoration, but Buddy only wants a few parts. I would give, if in real life, I'd give him a choice. Either I rebuild the entire car, like everything, because the whole car is damaged, or this car gets right off. He sells the car to the scrapyard, which I can do, and he got to buy a new car. Because this car, I'm being honest, is screwed. Like if the parts are this damaged and the alignment's probably gone on it, so I would have to write his car up because it wouldn't be safe to drive on the road. And like people don't understand, as a mechanic, it's not as like it's a crucial, like if you mess up on someone's vehicle, you don't do the right alignments or something like that, it can cause an accident and you could be the fault of someone's death.
Yeah, there's a story or that you have to do a headlight adjustment and then you have to do a wheel adjustment.
Yeah.
And headlight adjustments are a
See,
pain in the
I
butt to
never
do
have to.
sometimes.
I never actually have to do like in real life. I never really had to do headlight because you would buy them already pointing straight. All you have to do is install them. The lights don't move or anything. You don't typically have to worry about that. Some cases, yes, but other cases, no. How bad is this radiator? Not bad at all. So I don't even know what's actually wrong then. He didn't really give a description what was actually wrong with the car. I could just see the whole car needs to go to the scrapyard. ABS looks damaged. Let's see.
Take the whole engine apart and find it.
I can't even look. I can't even do the transmission. Okay, let's do the fluids then, and we'll go from there. And then I'll try doing the testing. I'll take it to the test pass, see about the suspension. See if there's anything wrong with any rubber bushings, because that's crucial. Because other than that, most of your
And you're
fluids
still
are.
working on the customer car and I'm almost done with this one.
I just started my car.
Oh.
My car.
Oh wait,
My.
I gotta change all the fuses.
I only had to replace like 4 fuses. Gotta grab my other controller because that died.
Mine's not even dead. Oh wait, mine's on one. I'm gonna have to switch it. This fuse box is shot. Yeah, let me repair them first
This
before I
whole
do that.
car is shot.
What is it? Says part not discovered.
No, just look at my stream and look how bad this car looks.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Take the whole engine apart. I think that's
Uh,
story order 3.
I might not have to. If I don't have to take the engine apart, then I'm not going to. But to be fair, I don't have to. I could test the compression and all that, and then it will tell me if I actually need to take it apart. Because normally
I
you
think
just
I actually did that before.
because normally you just look at a part that looks bad in this game, right? But the whole car looks bad, so I won't be able to look at it and say, oh, this car is bad, this part's bad or not. I also wish something they would add in a new one is actual like destroyed parts. Like your parts would physically be destroyed. Like if you had a really bad part in the red, it'd be broken. That would be
Yeah,
cool.
from the drag strip or something.
Yeah. I want the drain tool. There's like nothing in there. And then
If there's
drain
nothing in there, just take it off.
drain the brake fluid. There's also not barely anything in there. And then drain. I just filled that up. Never mind. All right, fill it up with fluid, and then we're gonna put it through its compression test and stuff. I won't even be able to start it. I need the battery. Before we do anything crucial, though, I'm gonna make sure the fuel system's working. Because if I can't start the car through the fuel system, then I'm screwed. Because that could be fuel on, or well, there's no fuel on, but it could be the fuel filter, fuel pump, do the spark plugs and stuff like that. So we're going to see what to do.
I think it's the spark plug. I think it's the spark plugs.
So no point in looking until it's done. Okay, battery's now good. Throw that in. So that should be the car running now. So let's bring it through. Does this have an OBD scanner? It should be the right year. Oh yeah, it's the entire. I have an ignition coil and all my spark plugs, so everything is done. Gotcha. Is that all the issues of this car? Did I just solve it? 2 parts not discovered. Okay, let's do a compression test. Kind of hoping this goes well because I don't want to have to do spark or the piston rings. Oh. There's like no compression in this car. I don't have to do that. Okay. Does she start at least? Can I bring you to the test path? If you start, then I could just drive you and stuff.
Test the stuff on the engine.
I already did. Do you start?
You have to bring it outside first.
I don't have the volume. She doesn't start. Maybe it's because my fuel pump's gone.
The fuel pump is dead.
Yep, she died. Fuel pump. Get a new one. Install it. Can you start now? Because clearly you can crank. I should really turn the sound up for that. So I can hear that. Okay, so clearly I gotta do all the spark plugs and stuff because that's what the issue is. Is it all 4 that are damaged? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All 4 spark plugs and ignitions are dead. Like, you don't even want to replace your body panels. Like, they look like an accident occurred. I should know. I've worked on enough cars. And I'm serious. I would actually tell them bring this to the scrapyard. This would not be legal. And you could get pulled over and say the same thing. Or the police will tell you the same thing. Except they'll give you a big old ticket. I won't. I'll just tell you you'd be stupid if you tried driving this on the road. Because they will pull you over. Although, this is in the States. This game does take place in the States if you look outside. So, yeah. Don't really have to worry about that. Alright, coils and stuff are done. I am actually going to do the game volume, because... She starts now, right?
Dang, these parts are a piece of junk. I have to buy everything.
She still doesn't start.
Is it the fuel filter? Maybe it's the spark plugs or the ignition coils.
It's the fuel filter. I completely forgot to look at that. There we go. Fuel filter. Okay, you should start now. So, let's begin.
I'm gonna have to buy everything for this D-Rock custom because all the bodies is not dead.
Idle this much is weird.
I have to buy the license plates. Oops. Bought 2 front bumpers.
Oh god. Yeah, dude, just the suspension test alone, it sounded like everything was about to fall out of the car. I need to do the air filter next. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Oh, I like this one. This one doesn't have the clips, dude. It has the bolts. My favorite.
I'm going to be finished with mine before you finish with yours. Because I'm almost done.
I'm done now. How much he?
Not completely.
$2 grand.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
I'm
I
done.
think it's...
Yeah, it's 10 seconds delayed for you. I'm done. That was not worth it. That was a piece of crap. Next car. It doesn't look bad. It actually see, it comes to like this type of car where it's like easy to figure out what parts are bad because you just take a look. There's no belt. Your engine head's done. Okay, we're gonna have to bring you inside because I'm gonna actually have to diagnose you with cancer. Okay. So other than the obvious issues, good morning. We need an expert opinion. I don't know what happened. I was planning a family vacation for next week. I started the car yesterday. I was trying to turn on the lights and there was nothing. So you got no power. I thought that maybe the lights were fried, but as it turned out, that wasn't the problem. Soon after, my car wasn't reacting to the key at all. I don't know what happened. Please check what's the problem. It would be good if the car was fit for a longer trip, and if there was and if it were more reliable, at least they market it as such. I'm almost sure that all these indicator lights were lighting up properly because they're supposed to light up, right? Yes, you are correct on that. They are supposed to light up. Other words, I have to rip your engine out. Do I feel bad? No. Okay, can I do electronic tests? Okay, you got 2 blown fuses, 3 blown fuses, or 2 fuses in a relay. 3 or 2 relays. Your battery's fine. Can you crank this car at all? No, well, technically you could, but the game doesn't allow me. And then OBD scanner, because you're a modern car. Spark plugs. Or 3 spark plugs are done. Okay. Anything else I could do to you to figure you out? Fuel pressure test. I can't even start the car. Fuel rail's damaged, I can see that. Engine head. Oh. Let's see, your internals look good. And it's just 3. Oh, I was like, what? Shouldn't there be a 4 spark plug? No, it's only a 3-cylinder. Well, I can already tell you what's wrong with the car. I can clearly see what's wrong with it. See, I like these ones where you can actually just see the problem. Like the whole engine head of this car is done. How bad's the belt? The belt's fine. It looks like you got a couple broken gears, though. Or you just have the 1-cam gear that's broken. So, see, this is why I wish, like, it just shows rusty, but it seems like the guy overdid something and it blew. Because he's got one side of the engine damaged, but the whole engine head is fried. So, that's not... That makes me think something else is also broken in this car. Which means probably have to do something with the pistons. I don't want to do the pistons though. Because that means I actually have to take this engine out.
Oh, and find out which one is busted.
Well, I could see what's busted. Clear as day, actually. And it is a damaged piston, which means I gotta raise this car up.
Take the whole things out. Take all the rod caps and take all the...
Nah, it's just the one piston. A bit annoying.
Oh wait, I have to go in my normal mode and buy everything.
Well, I could tell the brakes are also damaged, but I want to take it to the test path. Because I gotta get that achievement up. And I don't really use a test path unless I'm doing this, so... Might as well.
It says use the test bed 25 times.
No, the one in my garage.
Uh,
There's an achievement for that one. It doesn't actually matter. Both test paths do the exact same thing. They're both test paths. Okay, the engine's ready to come out. So we'll have to do that now.
probably not.
Okay, strip the engine out. What engine oil? There's oil in this engine? The engine looks like it burnt all its oil over the entire engine. Freaking imports, man. All this fancy technology. Actually, the oil looks pretty new. Guy must have just had an oil change done. And then it failed. Because it's an import. I don't like imports, can you tell? Okay, engine's out. Anything... I know there's a fuse that needs to be done.
Oh, that's what. This is sorry. B. Oh, it's on the front.
Okay.
Oh, I put it back in the lid.
Other than the few issues here, the car actually looked like it was in good shape. Just a few issues here and there. But I kind of like that when it has like when you look at the car and it's like you know, they're not 100% the parts, but they're shiny and they're good, and then you can physically see the parts that look like shite. Okay, so it's the middle piston that looks damaged. Yeah, piston rings are at 1%. Well, and then there's still a lot of parts that aren't discovered. Okay, I'll take all pistons out to see how bad the rings are. Because other than that, they look... I already know the brakes are what's wrong with the rest of the car. I just gotta do the test path to get it up to the achievement. And piston ring should be fine on both sides. Correct. Okay, let's install those pistons again. And buy the new parts. Perfect. And then we'll just reinstall the car. Oh, it wasn't the piston rings that were damaged, it was the piston at 1%. That's even worse. Because piston rings are like, oh, I can just replace it. The whole piston was about to go. 1%? Jeez. No wonder he had issues with the car. Okay, well this is the one that needed the new cam. Gotta remember that. And this is the one that needed a new cam gear. He's almost ready to go, man. He's got to take her to the test path after. And I think it did request for me to change the fluids.
Yeah, it says other tasks. For sure it's not. I think it's headlight adjustment. And there's one story mission where you have to do a headlight adjustment and you have to do a wheel adjustment.
Yeah, those aren't hard, though. Gotta hook up your fuel rail. Brand new fuel system going in.
Oh wait, can you put in me? Wait, I don't know if I can put any libraries on this. This is weird. These libraries are like.
Yeah, some of them are right strange. Okay,
On a D-Route custom.
He didn't have a belt on this car, did you? No, you didn't even have a belt. So, well, to be fair, you don't actually need a belt for the car to run. It just, you'll have no power steering. The battery won't recharge, so, yeah, and the coolant won't work. So there's no way he drove to the shop. Actually wasn't that bad. I think, is that everything? Let me double check. Car engine's done. Yeah, engine's done. Throw that back in.
There's like 30 story orders.
So this. Okay, the starter's no longer in the car. It does, however, need engine oil. Because obviously I took the car. Okay. And you wanted to, did you want me to refill or just change, and then refill windshield? Okay. Because you don't actually have to drain windshield washer fluid. It doesn't really expire. It just pours all over your window anyways. Okay, but the rest he wanted me to change. Drain and fill with new. That actually didn't look that bad. Hey, but the customer's always right, right? Even though sometimes you want to knock your teeth down the throat, but, you know, the customer's always right.
Sometimes they are. Sometimes they are, and sometimes they aren't.
You can't tell them they're wrong. They get really mad at you.
Whoa. I used to do that at the store.
And I've had a couple of times where, like, the customer was, like, trying to tell me what is wrong and what they know. I'm like, well, you're completely wrong about that, because I can tell you what your issue is as the actual mechanic. I had one lady that tells me she just needed a tire change, but her whole like a suspension assembly was cracked and broken. Like it wasn't even connected. Like, oh, my tires are just bald. I'm like, her tires were still like with the the thread checker. Her tires were still in the legal limit. So I don't know what to tell her. Like I just straight up told her like, no, your tires are fine. Anyone can look at them and even tell you that. What's wrong is your whole suspension is broken. It's no longer connected. It's like, no, it's fine. I showed her the other side. I'm like, you see how these two are connected? These two aren't. She actually called the cops on me in my shop.
How?
I just laughed. The cop came and he looked at me. I looked at him and I showed him. And I showed him both sides. And when I showed him the side that was broken, he's like, he looked at her and says, yeah, this is broken. And he even told her, if this doesn't get fixed, she can't legally drive on the road because that's bad. Her attitude changed towards me so quick, man. It's like, I don't know why she tried arguing. Like, I'm not trying to scam her. Like, I even showed her, I'm like, you can clearly see your side on this side is connected. This side is not. Like, I wasn't lying. She can see it.
Dang, this thing does a lot of stuff. Bunch of piston ring Hennys, ignition coils. Alright, this one's easy. This one's easier.
Alright, what's wrong? Brake pads. Yeah, guess what? All the brake pads on the car are shot. I already knew that the brakes were done. I just needed to do the test path. I already knew that the brakes were done. I could see them when I was taking off the tires.
There's like 30 store orders, so you're gonna have enough work to do. I wish they put more store orders in, but they didn't. They never did. I think 18 has 30. No, I think 18 has 40. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm missing. Oh, I'm missing the tire size. It's one of those weird cars. It's one of those weird cars. It's a name I can't pronounce. It's like one of those Pago whatever it is.
Spell it.
Paganihuayra Tempest. It's like a Tempest. It's not American.
Well, obviously.
Oh, it's European.
Pagani. It's Hydra. I think it might be pronounced, but just say Hydra. Pagani Hydra Tempest, yeah.
Oh, that's probably. It's not even American. It's probably like European. It's probably European.
Absolutely, yeah.
What's that? 2017. That's a DLC.
Yeah, because we don't build them here, States or Canada.
Hey, I'm running out of brick calipers. I only have 3 pages left, but I don't want to buy anything else.
I'm about done the car. I just gotta put the 2 new brakes on. That's it. Just the brake pads. Then he's good to go away from my shop. Alright, your car should be done now. Alright, let me check the list.
Oh, wait, I don't need any brakes.
Part not discovered. You're telling me there's a part not discovered? Well, I took off your whole engine. I did your suspension testing. Is it like your door panel or something? Is that... Hold on.
Try to examine the parts.
Yep.
You're gonna have plenty to do. There's like 30 story orders to do.
I'm decent ways in it. Oh, I figured out what it was.
What?
The air filter of the guy's car. I thought I checked that already. That would make sense because everything else in the car, you could be able to see. How bad is this air filter? Let me see. Yeah, it's about time for a change. What about your cab air filter? Can't do that in this game. But that's something you would check because that's when you start seeing dust come in your car. Time to change your car air filter, your cab air filter, which is right underneath your glove box. Like, that's why your glove box can come out. Alright, now your car's done. Now get out of my shop. Please. You always gotta say please. Oh, no, wait, it's an Oldsmobile. How many issues are in this car? If it's that big of a list, it's something to do with the engine, right? Ooh, the engine actually is clean looking. Oh, no, I'm gonna have to put... Oh, I'm seeing so many things go wrong. The car doesn't start. The key will turn, so there's oil in the engine. Okay, well, let's do some diagnostics. How's your electronic? So there's no power to this car. Starter's done. Kind of figured. How are the fuses? Can I go without having to worry about a single fuse? I have fuses, so I'm not really worried.
I think you have to fix the fuse first because it won't.
Fuses are fine. Starter. That wouldn't be the reason you don't have power, though. That'd be the reason you can't crank it.
It's the fuel pump.
Oh, the fuel pump's damaged. I can clearly see the fuel pump. I know that. But, like... Seriously? That's just... But either way, these shouldn't... Like, if you turn your key and there's no power, that would be your battery. Because that's what gives the power to all of it. Also, can I upgrade my perk at all? I have 18 available skill points. So, yes.
You need to upgrade them all. You can fix body work because the last... I think the last story order you need body work done.
I already have that maxed. It's just... Actually, it's the viewing I didn't have. Cam gear... Cam gears. Well, there's only one cam gear. Serpentine belts, both of them. Clutch plate. Okay, so this engine's gonna have to go on the stand because I noticed both engine heads are done as well. I could see them. Overall, car's not bad. But in order to do further tests, I actually have to get the car to run. So, which means I gotta get the starter. Because I want to see real quickly if... So I'm just gonna remove this door. I want to see if the issue I'm thinking... Because I want to see if there's any internals that are broken. Because then I don't have to take out any pistons. Because this is the old school car, so that means I have to take off all the rods. I already do. Never mind. I guess it won't matter with this car. Okay, can you start now? Okay, but you won't idle, so that's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Like, I can't get it to start. So, something's wrong with your fuel system, or your pistons are shut down. Either way, not good. Okay, let's do compression tester first, because you crank now. Crankshaft. Hey, on the bright side, there's nothing wrong with a single one of my pistons. It's my crankshaft, which means I gotta take it all out anyways. And fuel system is good. So I have to take apart the whole engine anyways, because yeah, my crankshaft's broken, which gotta take everything off for. Wonderful. She won't actually start, so the crankshaft is literally just, plus the engine head's damaged. Everything else is fine though. I gotta take everything out of the whole car. Isn't that great, dude? Just so wonderful. And I can already tell the cross member's broken. All the bushings are shot, and so is the cross member. Okay, I disconnected the suspension on that side. So basically, guys, engine just pretty much just gave up on life.
What? You've been streaming for like 2 hours now.
What?
You've been streaming for like 2 hours now.
Yeah, I've streamed for way longer than that.
What, like 4?
I think my record was 12.
What, is that non-stop?
Yep.
Get up at like 6 in the morning and do it?
Pretty much. I pretty much almost passed out a lot, but you know, all good.
A 12-hour stream? I guess
Yeah.
YouTube won't allow you to do a 24-hour stream.
You can do as long as you want. They don't care.
I think you can do a 24-hour stream. FS Club did a 24-hour stream.
Yeah, you could do
When you
24.
went,
That's what I'm saying. They don't. YouTube doesn't care. You could
but
do
he
as long
did it into 3 parts. He did like 11 hours there, like 6 hours here, and then 11 in the other to
No.
finish up the 24.
No, people will
He
actually
stayed up all
like,
night.
people will actually just like will do it for 24 hours. YouTube doesn't care.
He started at 12 o'clock and didn't finish till 12 o'clock the next day, but he did it in like 3 different parts.
Oh, I did mine all in one.
YouTube doesn't allow you to do a 24-hour stream.
YouTube doesn't care, like I said. YouTube couldn't care less. People do it all the time.
Why would you do a 24-hour stream?
I don't honestly know.
I looked up what was the longest streaming. It was someone from China that did it. He streamed for like 3 days, like non-stop for 3 days, and didn't
Honestly,
even get up to eat or anything. Or
I believe it. All my push rods are broken.
he streamed for 3 days. He streamed for 3 days.
You know, I believe that. Crazy bastards. I don't know why you would want to stream for 3 days though.
Like 3 days non-stop.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would be asleep. I don't know about you, man, but I can barely do 12.
Barely do 12. You can probably do 9.
Dude, it sucks. I have to take apart this whole engine to get to the crankshaft. I also found out every one of my push rods is broken. So it probably is good I'm doing this. Rocker arms are just fine though, apparently. But the engine heads are done.
I have to take all the piston rings off.
Yeah, but luckily they just put them back together when it's done. To actually put piston rings on a real piston is not fun. A lot harder than you think. You have to have a special tool and you have to be really careful because the piston rings will snap really, really quickly. And so easily. Like, damn, they're so delicate.
I need a bunch of. I'm working on a Hemi and it's like a bunch of pistons with Conrad. Which ones are pitch? Which ones do I have to take off here? It doesn't matter.
I know, that's why I was upset when I saw, like... to be fair, though, none of the pistons are bad in this one. It's just... I have to do the crankshaft, which means I still gotta take everything off anyways.
Yeah, I hate when I do the customer's car or something. You have to take the whole engine off.
Yeah, just for one part. Okay, clutch plate, I already knew was broken. I saw that.
When you have to take the crankshaft off. You have to take all the bearing caps off. You have to take the gearbox off.
Everything.
And some cars have front steering.
Most cars have front steering. That's how you steer. I don't know what you were trying to say, but most cars have front steering.
I said it wrong.
Yeah, I know. You're like, front steering. I'm like, yeah, I know. Most cars you steer with the front, do you not? Only very few vehicles have rear steering. I thought that was funny. I'm so glad. I don't even know if they can hear you on my stream. I want to check now. Because if that's there, I got to clip that because that was funny.
You probably can't. They probably can. Well, I'm the only one watching. No one else is watching.
It says there was a second person.
Then there's one person watching, and it's in. You've been streaming for almost 3 hours now. I can't read the top of it. Yeah, it's almost 2.5 hours. I'm the only one watching.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
My headset died. Finally died. I noticed because I couldn't hear any volume anymore.
What? So you're on your phone or something? Or you're on your crappy headphones?
No, these aren't. I mean, how does my quality sound? Still pretty good.
I think it's a little loud. It's probably just my end.
It might be on your end. My other headphones are more regulated, but these are the one-sided headphones I have, and I used to stream with these. It's got a nice mic. I'm also streaming, by the way, at 760. Was it 760? Something at 60 FPS a second. I'm streaming as best as you possibly can on YouTube. So, if people say
I stream at 1080.
I can't stream at 1080. It doesn't. There's no option.
There's an option online.
Show me.
Maybe you don't have good internet. I
have better internet than you.
No, I have Spectrum internet.
That doesn't. We don't have. That's not a thing in Canada. Remember?
Oh.
But show me. Show me you can stream. Show me you can stream at 1080 because YouTube isn't bringing that up as an option.
Look at one of my streams. Just look up Sawyer Wells on YouTube. I'm streaming in 1080.
Is that a setting I can change then? Yeah, I know. I can only go up to 60 FPS on 7. I might have to change that. No, it just doesn't. It doesn't allow me. I might have to change it. Yeah, I'll have to shut it off. Cause yeah, there is no option for me to do it, and I have better internet than you, but I can't.